Yo, is he gonna come up with some different shorts? Yo, is he gonna have pants? Yo, is he gonna have tights? Yo, is he gonna wear a brief, black basic brief like Stone Cold Steve Austin or some shit? Yo, is he gonna have a different song? Yo, is he gonna go back to basic thugonomics? Yo, is he gonna use a different song from You Can't See Me, Bad Bad Man? He ain't gonna do none of that shit. It's gotta remove everything you loved about John Cena. Boom, bam, bam, wrestling fans, we in. Ice P, he in. WRP, we in. Wrestle Rap Podcast, we in. And y'all, hey, just wanna talk to y'all real quick about something. Hey, can I rap to y'all real quick? Is that okay? Is that all right? Okay. All right. Okay. And that's, hey man, how we feeling about this John Cena heel turn so far? We had a couple weeks so far go by where he didn't show up, and another couple weeks go by where he did show up. Cut 2 promos so far John Cena did. And I want to ask, hey, how y'all feeling about these promos so far? How y'all feeling? Hold on. We got to look good on camera. Got to look clean, right? Got to look clean all time, 24/7, 365. Hey, Cena, how we feeling about the whole thing overall so far? You like the heel turn? You don't like the heel turn? You're like, man, it was a good moment in the Elimination Chamber. But now I'm kind of like, man, I don't know. How would have this John Cena face run would have been? Should he have stayed face? Because that seemed like the original plan. Then they switched it. Because, when the final boss comes into the picture, anything can change at any time. So how we feeling about it? Okay, well, hey, I want to hear what y'all got to say. So leave something down for me there in the comments. But in this video, okay, on this screen, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. Okay, all right, we're gonna break it down like I normally do into 2 parts. Okay, we're gonna say yay, meaning the good, or nay, meaning the bad. Okay, so we're gonna start with so yay, the good. Okay, so what I liked about it initially from the jump, entrance, John Cena theme music popping out of the speakers, you know what I'm saying? Kind of a little deja vu moment, because it was like the week before in Brussels, same thing, top of the show, opening of the show, John Cena theme music busting out the speakers. Y'all was kind of pissed off. Y'all thought he was going to change the song. I knew he wasn't going to change the song because that would be too obvious. I knew that even before it started. And I didn't make no video about it, but I'm making something now, and I don't give a damn what y'all say. I knew, okay? I knew he wasn't gonna, y'all getting fantasized and shit. Yo, is he gonna come up with some different shorts? Yo, is he gonna have pants? Yo, is he gonna have tights? Yo, is he gonna wear a brief, black basic brief like Stone Cold Steve Austin or some shit? Yo, is he gonna have a different song? Yo, is he gonna go back to basic thugonomics? Yo, is he gonna use a different song from You Can't See Me, Bad Bad Man? He ain't gonna do none of that shit. It's gotta remove everything you loved about John Cena. And that's what the heel turn has been about thus far, okay? But night 2, or I guess week 2 of the Cena heel turn, we're talking back-to-back Brussels, and now we got Glasgow European tour on full display in full motion. All right, and good place to choose for Cena to give his debut and the second promo in Europe on the European tour, because those fans are gonna react. They're gonna hang on every word. They're gonna react to everything he say, anything that happens, any motion he does. Cody Rhodes, Cena, everything's gonna get a full-fledged reaction. So perfect way to do that. And those crowds are gonna be very emotional, and they're gonna display their emotions through the echoes of the arena. They're gonna team up with each other and do sing-alongs, things that you wouldn't normally see in North America, United States, and Canada. So special crowd, smart choice to debut the heel turn, officially kick off the John Cena heel turn in Europe. So number one, we got to give a thumbs up to the WWE for deciding to do that and to be patient and do that in Europe instead of just doing it right away the next day on Raw right after the Elimination Chamber. That would have been whack. Smart move, all right? And like I said, it was like deja vu because the week before he was in Brussels, same thing, opening. John Cena came out. This one, same thing, opening in Glasgow. John Cena came out. And I feel like they did that because that's what the crowd has been waiting for. That's what they're brewing. Their emotions, they're just ready for the show to start. And the big name marquee guy that everybody, that's the top of mind for everybody in the arena, everybody watching at home, is John Cena. What's John Cena gonna say? So if you want to use that crowd participation and that crowd emotion, the emotion of the WWE universe, especially in Europe, because you know how that crowd get. Oh, you're gonna for sure have Cena come out first, and some people might be questioning, damn, they did it again. They had him come out first again. They already did it in Brussels. They're doing it again in Glasgow. Well, yeah, because the crowd, you want to get all that juice out of them. Like Cena, man, he got them on the motherfucking puppet string, you know what I'm saying? So he probably said to the producers in the back, I'm going on first because I need to control these people. I need to be able to shift their emotions in any which way I please. And that's what he was able to do. You know what I'm saying? God damn, all right? So I like that choice, him coming out first again, all right? Might have been a little redundant, it might have seemed a little redundant. That might have been the way that some of y'all perceived it. But hey, man, listen, John Cena, he playing chess with this heel turn, all right? He ain't fucking with that checkerboard. You understand? So it's all a tactic. All right, he's got this shit on lock, like he says in his theme music. I mean, how's it go? Something about he got it on lock, like a part of the cell, part of the jail, right? He got it on lock, man. Okay, all right, man. Shit, do I like to talk long? Holy fuck, we just started. We like 5 minutes in already. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so, and then he came through with the towel. You know what I'm saying? The towel that said, "This the last time." The last time is now, you know what I mean? And it was like a callback to when he had that rowdy crowd, that rebellious crowd that was against everything that John Cena stood for. Back in the day, some of y'all young fans might not remember, but 2006 was the year, yeah. One Night Stand was the event, yeah. His opponent was RVD, Rob Van Dam, yeah. And he was coming through, holding up his spinner championship title, kind of in defiance. Just his head down, kind of. I'm just gonna put my ears on mute to all these people, all the obscenities that they screaming at me, and I'm just gonna go in there with one mission, and that's just to continue to be who I am, continue to stand what I stand for, and just go for victory and just laser focused. And that's what he did, you know. I mean, and that was a crazy crowd. They said if Cena wins, we riot. So a little callback, because now he's also facing this rebellious crowd that ain't really taking a liking to what John Cena is doing right now, what John Cena is saying right now. So that was a great moment, holding that towel up in defiance. And I think that's going to be one of those subtle changes we're going to see, because there's still going to be some subtle changes. Y'all going crazy. Oh, it's going to be two the same. He still got the same hat. He still got the same shirt. Oh, man, I wanted something different. Well, this is the mark of a true heel, man. He ain't give a goddamn what you want. He's going what he wants. Y'all time was yesterday, all right? His time is now. That's why I ain't changing the theme music either. You know what I'm saying? But there'll be some subtle changes like that. So keep your eyes sharp to the subtle changes. Just like he's coming out with the towel. The last time is now. If y'all remember, you better appreciate me right now, because this is the last time y'all gonna see me, Brussels. Last time y'all gonna see me, Glasgow. All right? And then he places that in the ring. Slow, steady, stoic. I like that. And that is something I liked a bit more this week in Glasgow with the promo he cut. It was a bit more stoic, a bit more menacing. You know what I mean? I thought he went a little too much on that. This is awful. You guys are awful. You guys are awful. You guys are the worst. Like, it was a little too much. Perhaps it was needed, though, for the first week to throw us off, because I think we were excited about some sort of dominant John Cena that just went through everybody. Almost like instead of a Superman Cena, we're getting a super villain Cena. And maybe we'll get that, but that might be further down the line. But right now we're getting a guy that's almost like the rated R superstar. It's almost like he went back to the greatest heel that he's faced and studied the tape on Edge around 2006 and 2007, and those times when he was going back to back with Edge. Probably his greatest rival apart from Randy Orton. All right, I would say Edge is his greatest rival. I mean, I was there, Unforgiven 2006 Toronto, so all right, TLC, so but yeah. Hey man, that was the cool with the towel, you know what I'm saying? Where else were we at? Where were we at, man? I got some notes right here. Can I look at the notes? Huh? Come on, shit, I gotta keep everything top of mind. But yeah. And, you know what I mean? He's getting under the crowd's skin, man. I liked how the way he presented the promo this time was like a little bit more of showing that he's been manipulating the game the whole time, right? So, for example, he talked about that spinner championship, all right? And it's almost like, oh, as if he invented that on purpose. He knew y'all wouldn't like that. He knew that would dirty the name of what professional wrestling is supposed to represent. And that's pretty much what a lot of people say. Oh, John Cena, he's ruining wrestling. John Cena, he's the manufactured superstar. He's not like a Ric Flair. Ric Flair was a symbol of wrestling. He had to go through the territories. He had to fight and claw and build his legacy. John Cena had to hand it to him. John Cena was shoved down our throats. Good. That's the point. And he knew he was going to be the guy to piss y'all off. And y'all thought it was maybe just somebody from the higher ups that put that in power. But nah, John Cena was the final say when they said, hey, do you want to debut this belt with the spinner? Are we going to put this out there? And Cena said, hell yeah, because I'm going to fuck with the fans' head. And y'all going to think that I'm right there with y'all. I'm your friend. I'm the nice guy with y'all. But really behind the scenes, I'm pulling the strings. Y'all ain't gonna know it right now, but behind the scenes, I'll be pulling the strings, and 20 years later, I'll reveal that information to you like a true supervillain does, but y'all gonna have to wait. I'm gonna get my revenge, and revenge is a dish that's best served cold. And what was an interesting thing that I heard before this promo happened in Glasgow this past Monday night on Raw was, you know, someone was saying on John Cena Instagram that he posted a photo of the album cover for the 2005 album You Can't See Me, which of course features the spinner, the WWE Championship spinner belt. And that's something he talked about. Okay, and funny enough, if y'all listen to that album, all right, everything counts, right? Because everything counts, huh? If y'all listen to that album on the track, We Didn't Want You to Know, well, John Cena does end a verse with the phrase, revenge is a dish that is best served cold. Go back and listen, huh? So shit, he been plotting all y'all the whole time. You know, not me, because, you know, that's my guy, John Cena. He ain't plotting on me, you know what I mean? Shit, man. You know what I mean? If I say let's go Cena, like it's genuine. But y'all ain't genuine, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, that was cool, man. You know what I'm saying? So I like how the direction that they're going and making it make sense. And like I said, I don't think the whole plan was to have this guy be a heel in the beginning of the year, probably even a couple weeks prior to Elimination Chamber. But this is the direction that they chose, and they have to work with it. And although I will still say it's giving me some mixed feelings, mixed reactions, some mixed emotions, they're trying to make it work. And it's like, the more I even watch the promo back, the more I'm like, okay, I can mess with this. This does make sense. I like that approach. There's going to be some problems with taking that approach and committing to that approach. But I do like that approach overall. If they're going to go in, I guess you got to go all the way in, right? So, okay, man, pretty cool stuff, you know what I mean? And then, you know, that led into, he's going to go ahead and capture the 17th WWE Championship, because a lot of people were like, oh man, that first promo in Brussels, he didn't talk at all about the 17th title. Isn't this whole thing supposed to be about the 17th world title? Okay, man, let them get to it, man. Let them take their time, huh? Shit, man, y'all want everything in one show? Huh? We got a lot of time still left until the granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania. So let them motherfuckers take the time, all right? But yeah, in this promo, he did address that. You know what I mean? Now people are still saying, oh, but what about The Rock? Motherfucker, okay, maybe the trifecta, maybe on the third attempt, they'll bring up Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Shit, the final boss. Okay, right now, one thing at a time, because y'all peace-sized brain motherfuckers can't handle all that information. I'm just fucking with y'all. You know, I'm just trying to be a heel on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just talking shit. What? I can't say shit like that. That's what if a wrestler's cutting a promo, that's the type of shit they would say to the fans. That's the type of shit they would say to the fans, some fucked up shit like that. We can't say that. I gotta be a nice guy on camera? Okay, all right, okay. Whoa, okay, oh. We're recording now, okay? We're recording. Shawarma. No shawarma. Yeah, okay, so, yeah. All right, but the 17th World Championship victory, John Cena is gonna go ahead and grab that, and they had a great way to make y'all now not be so excited about Cena going out and capturing that 17th title victory, because now he's like, listen, when I get that 17th World Championship victory, I'm gonna take this title, and once I retire, I'm gonna go home. This championship is gonna stay with me at home forever. All right, I'm gonna erase the legacy of what wrestling represents. And y'all just gonna remember, yeah, that guy that y'all hated for all these years, that guy that y'all booed for all these years, oh yeah, right? He's the greatest wrestler, professional wrestler of all time. Why? Because he beat Ric Flair's record. He's got 17, huh? Rick don't got no 17. So forget about Rick. Take him out the page, take him out the book, erase his name. His name is now gonna be replaced with John Cena. Okay, greatest wrestler of all time is now gonna be replaced with the name John Cena. Okay, and that's a great way to that's really what it's all been about. The real diehard wrestling tradition must be upheld. Fans is really, I think, in a sense, who started this whole thing. Oh, John Cena only got 5 moves of doom. John Cena is just a guy that Vince McMahon seen as a marketing machine to push down our throats. John Cena not a real wrestler. You can't wrestle. Those type of people. All right? So John Cena's pretty much saying, fuck you to those type of people. And it doesn't matter what the hell y'all spew out of your mouth. Oh, but he got the 17th, the most title victories of all time. And you forget about Ric Flair. All right? And that's a great way to present this, because that was something originally that the fans were excited. They wanted to be on the chase with John Cena. Now John Cena's saying, shit, nah, y'all don't get this. Y'all don't putting in the work. Huh? Y'all aren't keeping up with hustle, loyalty, respect. This is my thing. Y'all ain't putting in the grind. Y'all think you can just be like me and be a part of this mission and be a part of this chase as if you're also capturing the 17th World Heavyweight Championship? Nah, man. This is for me. Y'all can't just put that on a t-shirt and put that on a hat and expect to be me. Nah. This is me only. So it's a great way for them to narrate that and to kind of put John Cena as the heel chasing this title, and one side representing Cody now is representing wrestling and what wrestling means and the legacy of wrestling and the respect of wrestling. Ric Flair over here while John Cena's over here is, yeah, that guy that y'all hated for all these years, that guy that's everything wrestling shouldn't be. Well, he's gonna walk away with that 17th World Championship victory, gonna take that shit home, and the new one that they create afterwards, after John Cena makes his exit with the title, will be a toy. Y'all was calling this spinner belt a toy? Oh yeah, the new one? That doesn't matter what y'all say. Cena got the real one at home. The one on TV every Monday night, every Friday night on SmackDown, every pay-per-view at WrestleMania in the following years is a toy. Because John Cena got the real thing. So great way to get the fans behind the babyface Cody Rhodes, and great way to make the fans now not want to see Cena capture that 17th world title victory. All right, so a lot of great things. And another cool thing about that shit, I'm going on way too long. This video probably gonna be about 30 minutes. Fuck, I was trying to get this shit down to like 15. It ain't happening. Oh man, we too detailed over here, man. All right, we too detailed. We having too much fun. All right. But y'all, hopefully my camera even got enough goddamn storage on it for this shit. All right? All right? Yeah, man. All right. Okay. Anyways, y'all. But yeah, what I like about this as well is this now gives a storyline for the whole year. So for the whole Cena run now, we now have an automatic storyline. It doesn't matter what happens after Cody Rhodes. It doesn't matter if Cena now faces a new opponent after Cody Rhodes. You still got this kind of Cinderella storyline. Oh, before the clock ticks 12, we got to get that championship. Before the year goes to 12 month, December, we got to get that championship off of Cena, or wrestling is going to be ruined forever. So anybody he faces now, automatically, if he go ahead and wins that championship belt at WrestleMania, all right, or after, you know what I'm saying? They're going to be attached to this storyline. So it's actually going to give us kind of some must-see TV every time he defends that now, that championship belt. We're like, oh shit, we're getting closer to the end of the year. Someone's got to take this. Someone's got to be the savior. So if they want to now slot in a new name instead of Cody Rhodes to be the guy that takes the title away, it's going to make for an interesting story regardless. And now it also gives a lot of significance into the final pay-per-view of the year, I guess, in December, because I'm like, yo, like at first, man, I was thinking, hey, this guy's not going to retire in no goddamn December. That's kind of a dull time to retire. I mean, WrestleMania is around the corner. That's not one of the big 4 pay-per-views that takes place in December. So why? Why don't you just stay until WrestleMania 42? That make no sense to me. But now, oh shit, maybe he actually is gonna walk away from it all in December, because now they can actually make that pay-per-view that takes place in December impactful. They can put some power into that because now there's an anticipation, there's stakes involved. Hey, I like that idea. They got a good one there, man, because I was one of the guys like, hey man, ain't no way he's retiring at the end of the year when WrestleMania is around the corner. But now, oh, things have switched, things have changed, man. So I like that, okay? Listen, man, I got a video to record, man, okay? You need to stop with that meow, meow. Hey, let me come over there, huh? Let me come over there, all right? Ah, damn. Why do people have animals, man? Destructing my video. Shit, man. All right. Anyways, we spent way too much time on the yay. So now it's time to get to the nay. The what was not good, the bad, what I didn't like about Cena's heel turn so far, okay? Nay, the bad. All right, the bad, I will say, I do think the delivery just doesn't seem as authentic to me. Like, am I the only one of y'all feeling that as well? Like, I don't know, man. Sometimes you sound like a cartoon villain with this shit, man. And sometimes you sound a little too whiny, crybaby, which is something that's really not John Cena. I don't know if it's just because we're not used to seeing Cena in that role like that, or it's just not who he is at all. And that's why it feels off. And that's why I don't feel real. And I'm like, oh no, man, like something about it just seems manufactured. Like the delivery, it doesn't always hit. Sometimes it does, because these are real justifiable points. Like he's the guy, the hustle, the loyalty, the respect, putting in the grind all the time. Doing the thing on the road, whatever the company asked of him, he's doing. That's really him. He's not just the one buying a t-shirt that has these phrases on it and living through someone else vicariously. He is the guy. And that's why it works, the heel turn, because he's not changing anything about him. You seen he didn't change the theme music. You see he didn't change the outfit. He ain't changing anything about him. Right? So that makes sense, but the delivery still feels like, yo, I don't know, like, yo, bro, are you playing a character? Is this the real you? Like, it doesn't feel as real. It feels kind of contrived. Feels a little phony. You know what I mean? Like, so that's the problem I have with it. Like, at times he can come across as a cartoon villain. Like, what did he say at the end there, man? Like, when I get that championship and there's nothing you can do to stop me. Like, that's some real cartoon straight out of a comic book type shit. And it's like, bruh, like, I don't know, like now maybe he's really acting, and there is people that are critical of his acting in Hollywood saying, yo, John Cena ain't really the best actor. And I'm kind of thinking like, what, bro? Like, do you see this guy when he cuts promos in the world of wrestling? Like, yo, you can feel it. Like, he's on some, when he really goes in his bag, like he's on some shit, you know what I'm saying? But that was as a face, you know what I mean? Or even when he was a heel back in the day, he was more of an anti-hero, anti-establishment, rebellious type, just giving it all type of heel. Now, obviously, they're trying to be very selective with it and kind of tricky with it. Then it's almost like they're trying to really do that 180 just so they can get the fans behind Cody Rhodes, undeniably behind Cody Rhodes. So they're trying to make everything about John Cena unlikable. But sometimes now you're just doing that to do that, and it's no longer realistic. Because, of course, they could have just went with, okay, he aligned with The Rock. Okay, he aligned with the final boss. And now he's, sold his soul to Hollywood, sold his soul to The Rock. And he's just that face we seen when he turned against Cody Rhodes at the Elimination Chamber. Like, we thought that was the guy we're getting, like super villain Cena that just doesn't give a damn. He just has a mission to accomplish. He sold his soul, he signed some sort of contract, and he just must go along with what he has to do. But, that's what we thought. But obviously that would be too cool. That would be too anti-hero. We would probably like that too much. Now you're probably going to, instead of even getting like a 50-50 split on support with Cena versus support with Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, you would have maybe even got like a 75% of the fans cheering for John Cena because they're excited about this heel turn. Yo, it's gonna be cool, it's gonna be awesome type of shit, right? And then you're only gonna get 25 cheering for Cody, which would be, that would be kind of worrisome, right? But it's like, at the same time, now they're forcing it almost. It feels forced to some degree. They're really trying to make you not like Cena. He's on some crybaby type of shit. And like, is that really what he felt, what he thought? Like, the whole time he was just playing the fans. The whole time they were just a puppet on his string, and he was studying them the whole time, and he was just messing with them the whole time. So everything in those past 20 years is a lie. That's what you're telling us right now. And that is where the true, real danger lies. How the hell do you turn him face now? Again, if that was the plan, because if you turn him face, but everything he was a lie anyways, are you going to believe anything he says now? Because he was saying, yo, the whole 20 years I was just messing with y'all. Y'all thought I was a good guy, ha ha ha, laughing, nice guy with you and on your side. But the whole time, nah, man, I was the opposing enemy, man. The whole time I was manipulating y'all. The whole time I was leading y'all on. The whole time I was just extorting y'all and getting money from y'all. And you know what I'm saying? Having y'all buy my t-shirt. So I wanted to just say exactly what you wanted me to say or exactly what you didn't want me to say so you can not like me or whatever the hell. I was in control the whole time. I was playing y'all the whole time. So is anything he was saying in the 20-year run real then? So how do you have that come to Jesus moment? How do you come back to the good side now? That's the danger, because now it's like, okay, well, we ain't gonna believe you. You was never real. That's worrisome. That's dangerous, right? Where if you would have probably done what the original plan probably was, which was just to align with The Rock and be some sort of unstoppable, unhinged monster that was controlled by somebody else at some point. Okay, maybe he's gonna cut ties with The Rock, or he has to go back to the good side, or he's like, I don't want to be controlled no more. I want to be me again. I want to be with the people again. I want to be that people's hero again. And that is a way you always could have turned him back face. Now, and I appreciate how deep they're going. I appreciate how they're trying to make it make sense. But, ooh, that's a dangerous move, man. Because I'm like, I don't know if you can even turn the guy back face now unless they want him to retire as a heel, which is completely fine. It's just still, it kind of spoils those past 20 years, right? As much as I wanted to see Cena as a heel, I'm like, man, but like, you will never, what you're saying never really mattered. Like, I wanted to believe in you, John. Like, you know what I mean? These kids is making a wish. You making a wish for these kids. And that was all a lie. What? You were playing us the whole time, John? How could you, John? Like, how could you ever come back to the good side now, authentically, realistically, without just making it contrived once again? That's the problem I have. How are you going to have a justifiable way to become a good guy now again? Dangerous, like I said, unless you never plan to become a good guy, which is still dangerous from a legacy standpoint, because when his career is done, he's going to default to a good guy when he's not a part of wrestling, right? When he's just a regular guy doing podcasts, doing interviews, he's a good guy. So that's kind of weird, Dan. I don't know how you're going to, I don't know, man. So that's why I don't know, man. Was this whole thing worth it in the end? Because there's some things done now that come like these things is going to be undoable. You can't go back now. You said what you said, John. You can't go back. And I guess, fine, it's just wrestling. But still, man, it's still something, you know, that it's going to affect legacy-wise. So a little bit of a dangerous move. It makes you wonder, should they have just had the original plan, the OG plan, which probably was just be a face and run out this final year in your career, everybody clapping and cheering along and excited for that 17th title victory, and just keep it at that. Sometimes keeping it simple is better than overcomplicating things, right? I don't know. So, you know what? We'll see, man. It's interesting because, like, you can see the style that they're doing right now, how they're booking things, Triple H and Cole. It's like they're looking at live feedback from the crowd in attendance, live feedback from what you see on the internet, from content creators like moi. But it's kind of a dangerous thing because we're seeing a couple different things, many things at WrestleMania, where it's kind of like you can kind of see the point where they had something in motion and then they switched it and shifted another way, and now it's like feels kind of spoiled, kind of, I don't know, right? Like I thought AJ Styles was gonna go against Braun Breaker. Well, apparently not anymore. I thought Seth Rollins was gonna go against CM Punk. Apparently now it's a triple threat. I thought Seth was gonna go against Roman. Apparently now it's a triple threat. Drew McIntyre, lukewarm feud with Damian Priest. You know, certain things they're switching and changing on the fly, which is nice. I appreciate that. That's something unique to wrestling, which is amazing. You can't really do that in a normal television show or whatever because it's pre-taped. It's not really live, living and breathing. So nice that they're using that now, which is something they haven't used as much back in the day. It was like Vince McMahon decided on an idea or who he's going to push, and that was that, and he was going to see it through regardless of the reaction. So I like how they're really being very real time and making switches and making changes, and it worked to perfection last year with The Rock when they tried to replace him with Cody Rhodes and have him go against Roman instead, and which is an absolute dream match. But I mean, through them switching and changing and looking at how the crowd reacted and rejected The Rock in favor of Cody, well, they made an amazing WrestleMania 40 moment, which also created the final boss, which is I mean, some magnificent stuff that was created out of that real, very real moment. And now we got a whole second career run from the great one, from The Rock, which was now the final boss, which is very interesting. Something they can use for years if they want, regardless of if he's an active wrestler or not. He pretty much is like that new Vince McMahon, super villainous heel boss character now. So that's cool. But some stuff not so cool. And this one does worry me because I feel like there's been multiple switches and changes. Right? And now they have him going, okay, well, we really want to make sure the fan supports Cody, and now we got to really make Cena unlikable, and make it justifiable, cool, but some dangerous things that can't be undone. So I'm a little worried, you know what I mean? I don't know, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully they make it all work, and hopefully it's all worth it in the end. Anyways, with that being said, I got to make sure this video reaches its end now, because it's gone on for way too long. Come on, you know it, I know it, man, but it is what it is. All right, man. So let me know how y'all feel about this. Let me know how y'all feelings is about this. Mixed emotions, kind of like me. Mixed reaction, kind of like me. Mixed feelings, kind of like me, or what? Are y'all in favor of it? Y'all not in favor of it? What do you think? You should have stayed face? heel turn is cool, but they should have done it another way. What y'all think? Let me know. Anyways, man, with that being said, I'm gonna go. I got to go. Okay, so boom, bam, bim. Yeah.